Hi there, Dr. Haynes. I'm Maximus Spartacus. Good to see you again.
Good to see you, Max.
So I just want to introduce us to our audience initially. I am a West Point graduate. I got a Bachelor of Science in American History. And American history has been a passion of mine, but I also served all over the world for 20 years in a number of different conflict zones from Albania to Afghanistan.
And my doctorate is in education. I work with national education policy. I work at the state and national levels with our lawmakers. I do a lot of speaking and writing. And, you know, nowadays we have a buzzword that is really going around. And as I'm about and speaking with different groups, I find that socialism is the word among millennials, that they prefer socialism over capitalism. Max, can you tell us why? What is the romance in socialism?
Well, romance is a very good term for it. I actually say that socialism is a very, very seductive philosophy. It's been a seductive philosophy for over 150 years.
How can it be seductive?
I'll give you two basic reasons. I will say that one reason, very, very basic, is people are lazy. They want something for free. They'd rather get something for free and have somebody else give it to them instead of actually putting in the hard work. It's kind of part of human nature to be
even
lazy.
Americans, we've always been such an industrial nation. I mean that in terms of a personal industry, that we have been people who are self-made people. How can you say that we're lazy now? Have we become so complacent in our prosperity?
I think that has a lot to do with it. I think a lot of it is also generational in that younger generations have had so much prosperity and so much given to them for free from coddling parents, from school systems, that they expect something for free. And so it's also part of just basic human nature as well. But I'll give you a second reason.
Okay.
The second reason is, quite frankly, because amongst socialists, amongst all of us, I will say, even those who are not socialists, we're all creatures that desire to worship. Even if you're an atheist, within your DNA, you have a desire to worship some sort of entity. For you and I, it's Jesus Christ. But for those who have not been raised in the church or introduced to Christianity, the seduction is government. Government is their God. It is the God of socialists. And because we all want to worship something, that is why they are drawn to socialism, because socialism, through the government, gives them everything.
So this is perhaps part of the reason why they want to see it grow bigger, because it occupies this status point in their lives, so they want more focus on it, more government?
Absolutely. They fail to realize that when you give government more power, government inherently takes power away from you.
Okay.
And so I think those are the two primary reasons that socialism is so attractive for younger Americans today. They don't understand the history behind it as well. They don't realize that the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, the USSR, was a communist government, although they call themselves socialists.
I heard a person when I was at the Texas State Board of Education one day testifying, and a young person, someone in high school, was also there and testifying for socialism in the history standards. And she said, socialism is just really social. And I thought that was an interesting way to put it. So what is it about the millennials, though, meaning the millennials today? What's going on in their lives besides it sounds good? What is it that they're missing? What is it that they don't know?
I think a lot of them are missing intimate one-on-one contact with people through social media. Social media kind of feeds into socialism naturally. A lot of them call themselves social justice warriors, but they're really kind of, as Lenin would say, useful idiots for socialists at large on a global basis.
What do you think that socialism is like living under?
Well, I can tell you from personal experience, since I spent a lot of time in former Yugoslavia, a socialist country that fell to pieces, that it is a horrible place to live. It is a place where poverty is extremely high. I mean, people use contemporary examples like Venezuela across the just south of us, but it is also, wherever you see this worldwide, you see high poverty, you see high crime, you see corruption, and actually you see a lot of pollution, which is ironic because a lot of these social justice warriors think that they want to fight pollution, but in fact, socialism just feeds into pollution.
How could that happen? How could they have more pollution? And then also, what causes the poverty? I mean, if the government is giving them everything, they've got to make sure they have a place to live, they've got plenty of food, they have maybe an income, a guaranteed income, they've got free health care, free school. How could there be poverty?
I think I will just wrap this up with something that Margaret Thatcher said.
Okay.
And she said that the problem with socialism is eventually you just run out of other people's money.
Thank you very much, Max. This has been exciting. We'll do others on this, and we'll come back and visit this again.
Thank you, Dr. Haynes.
Thank you.